What's up guys, StardustYGO here. Today we're reviewing the new Lyrilusc cards, everyone's favorite FTK engine that is also mixed with Zodiac. Yes, that's their claim to fame, being part of an FTK 2 times and being mixed with Zodiac. So now you already know you're off to a good start. I'm really happy such an engine is getting support. All jokes aside, let's look at the actual cards. So nowadays, Lyrilusc outside of build-up aren't really doing great, but build-up is making them meta relevant, so yeah. Lyrilusc Barrel Canary is the first one, it's level 1 Wind-Winged Beast effect monster with 0 attack, 200 defense, first effect is once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can target on Lyrilusc monster in your graveyard, special summon this card and that target, but you can add special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Xyz monsters. Yeah, that's a really good effect. I mean, it's a monster reborn, but it also is a body itself, and you know, you get something back from the graveyard. A Wind Xyz monster that's summoned using this card on the field's material gains this effect, gains 200 attack, and also position cannot switch. The entire gimmick is about beefing up monsters by attaching a lot of materials, so this card's perfect for them. I think Lyrilusc players should be happy with this card alone, but let's look at the next one. Lyrilusc Celeste Wagtail. It's a level 1 Winged Beast effect monster, 200 attack, 0 defense, both effects are once per turn each. If this card special summoned, you can add 1 Lyrilusc spell trap from your deck to your hand. I'm not sure about the Lyrilusc spell trap pool, I believe this one at least is decent, so I at least got that target. I'm also not sure how easily you special summon them, because, hey, surprise, I don't like FTKs who don't play Lyrilusc. Because that's, once again, their really only claim to fame, besides being mixed with Zodiac. I'm not a big Zodiac player either. But yeah, just, hey, special summon, you get a spell trap card for free, that doesn't sound bad, right? If this card's in your graveyard, you can target on Lyrilusc Xyz monster control, I just touch this card with its material. Now this is really good, because there's no clause saying banish it when it's detached or something. You can just keep attaching it, and all the Lyrilusc Xyz want a lot of material, so... I'm not gonna say this is broken, but these two cards are perfect for the deck. If Lyrilusc players aren't satisfied with the support, it's on them, not on Konami. So now we got Lyrilusc Ensemble Robin. It's a rank 1 Winged Beast effect, Xyz effect monster, it requires 2 plus level 1 monsters, so it's generic. Gets 500 attack for each material attached to it. I think that's a normal gimmick for their archetype. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can attach 1 material from this card and target one of those monsters and return it to the hand. Hold up, it's generic and there's no hard ones per turn here. Fun. Okay, so if your deck relies on special summoning, basically if it's any deck in the game, then this can be really rough. Like, imagine if you're somehow able to combine this with the Hope Harbinger. You can't run over this, and because when you do, you run over into a Hope Harbinger. And everything you special summon gets bounced to the hand. That's really hard to out without something like Forbidden Droplets. So, with the right lock, which probably isn't too hard to do, this can be really devastating. You just need a way to defend your Winged Beast. Wow, okay, that's probably not that hard to do, and if you can do that, yeah. If this card in your possession is set to your graveyard by the opponent's card, you can target on other Lyrilusc monster in your graveyard added to your hand. Well, that's also pretty good. It's just like, oh, I get sent to the grave. Okay, now I can target another Lyrilusc monster in my grave and add it to my hand. This is basically the perfect Xyz for them. 3 really good cards so far. Okay, wow. Duelist packs are supposed to usually aren't great, but this one is really blowing it out of the park. The Sherry support has been great, and then there's these cards as well. That's impressive. I hope they keep this up for future Duelist packs. I wouldn't mind having more like this. Lyrilusc Prompt Rush. Rank 1 Winged Beast Xyz effect monster, 2 plus level 1 monsters, gains 5 attack for each material attached to it. Once per turn you can detach 1 material from this card, target on spell, trap your opponent control, shuffle it into the deck. Okay, and now just easy way to gain access to spell trap removal, especially if you run something like floodgates or other spell traps you need to get rid of. That's pretty decent. It's another option for the toolbox. Just keep in mind this is also generic. Just 2 level 1s can remove a spell or trap now. Now you could arguably just go into the Nightmare Phoenix, although that requires a discard, this doesn't, so there's that. At the start of the damage step, if another of your monsters battles, you can detach any number of materials from this card. Your battling monster gains 2 attack for each material detached until the end of this turn. That doesn't sound too great. I guess it helps for finishing off your opponent, but in general that doesn't sound too great. I guess it protects the Ensemble Robin if you're able to make both of them. Also keep in mind they're not numbers, so this deck has easy access to number F0 Utopic Future Dragon, which is a really devastating Xyz monster, which we don't have in the TCG. Anyways, So far, 4 really strong cards. Let's go to the next one. Lyrilusc, Bird Sanctuary. Continuous spell. For both effects on turn each, okay, you can target 2 win piece of monster you control. Attach one of them and all materials attached to it to other as material. That sounds decent. I'm not sure how good that is. You can just make one Xyz huge that way and win the game. Like refueling this Xyz is probably really strong because we'll get a lot of attack and bounce everything, so it just becomes almost impossible to get rid of unless they get like droplets or lightning storm or a spell trap that gets rid of monsters. If you control an Xyz monster with 3 or more materials, you can draw 1 card. Okay, so just if you control an Xyz with 3 or more materials, you can draw 1 card, so basically like a upstart-ish. It's searchable, so it's searchable with the Celestial Eggtail, so especially you always want to run at least 1 copy because of that. Not sure how much you want to go beyond that. I'm not sure if that will be abused by other decks, by the way. Some people might think, oh my god, that's so good as Zodiac, but like, do you really want to? Like, it sounds good, but I don't think you want to run it in a deck like Zodiac, but I might be wrong there. Burn Up? Maybe. Zodiac? Pure? No, don't think so. Lyrilusc, Birds of a Feather. Can only use the first and second effect as card names per turn each. Target 1 Lyrilusc monster you control, change attack for all face monster your opponent currently controls to that target. As their levels and rank become 1. Weird. When the opponent's monster declares an attack on your Lyrilusc monster, you can banish this card from the graveyard. Your battling monster's attack becomes the same as that opponent's monster until the end of the turn. So just basically forces them to crash. I'm not sure if they have some kind of protection. Sue me for not knowing about all the Lyriluscs, like seriously. You can use both effects on the same turn, so it kind of seems decent, but not really, like, unless they have some kind of card that actually does something with these effects, they don't seem great. Anyway, so doing a review of Lyrilusc cards without knowing all Lyrilusc, hell yeah. They're not exactly an archetype, they're more like a piece of Zodiac in the current meta, and I don't play the current meta, and they're an FTK engine due to their fusion, I mean, yeah. Pardon me for not knowing them all, but from what I can see, the Trap, dubious, Spell, decent, Xyz, both are great, both main deck monsters also great. And I've heard from reliable sources that they're getting 1 more card. I'm not sure if that also applies to Sherry, but that's just good. So, no complaining there, right? Hope you guys liked the review. See you guys next time. StardustYGO signing out. Peace.